Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hey everybody who is watching my vlog right now. So basically my name is Ahmad Norakmal and I'm, and I am a student which is in section 302 in I'm. So basically this is my first time vlogging, yeah, so bear with me. And this vlog is actually for my public speaking assessment, which is our final assessment, so it's quite sad. And the title for my topic is actually about the thing that is quite close to me, and I believe that it's close to all the teenagers, which is about games. Is it good for humanity or is it bad for humanity? So I believe that the society has two different factions. So the first one, they believe that games are a good thing, which is happening in the generation. However, the another one is the opposite one with the first faction. So they believe that games can give a lot of disadvantages more than advantages to these. So my objective is to find out whether games are actually good for you or bad for you in my blog. So I will investigate this problem, and it's you guys have to decide whether games are bad for you or it's good for you. So without further ado, let us move on to the next video. Peace out. So this is one of the problems that we can see when we play games, as we tend to get addicted to it and we play it until like 2 AM, 3 AM. So it is quite an unhealthy thing to do. So this is an example of playing games until you're sleepy, but you still tend to play it, as it is very fun to play games. So this is one of the disadvantages of playing games. So that is disadvantage number 1. Another problem that students will face when they play games is that when they get addicted to it and they play it until morning, and they will have a hard time to wake up. For example, like this man right here, he didn't wake up although it's 12:30 PM, and for students it is actually important for them as time management is crucial for a student. So think about that. The third problem that students will face when they play games is that when they play games, they will lose focus when they're in a discussion, or when they're in class, or in a conversation. So basically, when they lose focus due to the fact that they are sleepy, and they also don't get plenty of sleep, because students or teenagers, they need at least 6 hours of sleep to get full energy in the next day. So think about that. So the fourth problem about games is that when games is actually distracting. We get that a lot, because due to the fact that we focus more on games, when we have a conversation, when people are talking to us, we don't focus at all about what they're talking, and it will offend them. And if you're having a relationship or something, you have a wife or kids, you will neglect them because you think that games are more important than your family. Because games, especially online games, we can't pause or we can't stop playing it, because you don't want to lose your KD, right? You don't want to lose your kill rate or something like that. And for you, it's very important, but it's totally not. It's not okay for you to neglect your family or your friends. Think about that again. Alright, so enough about the bad things about games, and now let us talk about the good things about games that we sure can agree of, which that games can actually enhance our imagination. So let us see what is my imagination when I play a game.
Sasuke!